On July 23, 2013, he has been appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of the Dubai Islamic Bank, DIB. He has been the Deputy Chief Executive Officer at Dubai Islamic Bank since 2008 and has varied experience in senior positions with both reputed conventional and Islamic banks in the Gulf region. Dr. Chilwan represents Dubai Islamic Bank in board of various strategic investments, subsidiaries, and associates. He holds a PhD and an MBA in marketing. He is a certified Islamic banker, a postgraduate in Islamic banking and insurance, and an associate fellow member in Islamic Finance Professionals Board. Dr. Adnan Chilwan, welcome to stage.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Excellencies, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. 27th November 2013 is a date that many of you would not forget. It's clearly because Dubai has won the bid to host Expo 2020. It's a date I will not forget because the organizers did not tell me I have to make a speech. So you see, I'm paperless today. I'm without an iPad. I'm without my BlackBerry. So I'll try and not give you a boring speech, and I'm sure that I don't want to stand between you and the meal. I represent Dubai Islamic Bank, a bank that was established in 1975, 40 years ago. It was a bank that was incubated within the Emirate of Dubai, a bank that became the first Islamic bank in the world. 40 years since then, Dubai is wanting to be the capital of Islamic economy. And 2 days ago, we hosted the first of its kind summit within Dubai. So in many ways, Dubai has been very, very much pioneering in Islamic banking. I was on the panel yesterday represented by some fellow CEOs of other prominent Islamic banks. Didn't have the pleasure of Mr. Adnan Yusuf, but clearly one of the things that was asked by the audience is the word Islamic an hindrance to finance? Is the word Islamic an hindrance to Islamic banking and Islamic finance? And I was put in the spot just like I am here today, and I was supposed to answer that question. Islamic banking over the last decade has grown at a compounded annual growth rate of about 17 to 20%. When you look at people that talk about cynicism, they say that it's grown because the denominator is very small. So when the denominator is very small, the percentage growth would always be double digit. Maybe they are right. If you look at Islamic banking during the global financial crisis, it has actually been the most resilient sector when compared to global banking. And I think as Islamic practitioners, all of you should be proud of this achievement. Within the UAE, we've grown at 15%, twice as much as the conventional banks have grown. Now, some would say that this is just the tip of the iceberg, and we've just scratched the tip of the iceberg. If you look at the global Islamic assets, they are roughly at about $1.5 trillion. Expected to grow to about $2 trillion, as His Excellency Professor Rifat has mentioned. If you look at the Muslim population around the world, we are 1.6 billion Muslims. 25% of the world's population are Muslims. But if you look at the banking assets that Islamic banks have, it's only 1% of the total market. So in my opinion, I think there is a lot of potential for the industry to grow no matter what people say. So I answered that question with all these facts. And another fact that recently the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Mr. David Cameron, said he wants to make London stand alongside Dubai and Kuala Lumpur to become the great capitals of Islamic economy. In my opinion, if the West is actually embracing Islamic banking and Islamic finance, why should we change the word Islamic? I think we should make more and more contributions to make this industry even bigger, and not just be at 1% of the industry, but try and take it to double digit. And if people want to change anything, they should start calling conventional banking as non-Islamic banking, rather than us having to call it as non-conventional banking or Islamic banking. So nothing should change, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. I think as Islamic banking practitioners, I urge you to keep at promoting Islamic banking, and I'm honored and humbled to be amongst so many luminaries to attend the 6th Tatweej Award ceremony. It's an award ceremony that acknowledges excellence in Islamic finance, and I think it gives everybody an opportunity to try and be acknowledged within the industry. So ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, dignitaries, I hope that I have not bored you. These were a few messages that I wanted to pass on. You'll clearly see that the organizers have not prepared for me being here because the podium is quite big and I'm quite small, so you can hardly see me. But nevertheless, I'm sure you've heard me. Inshallah, we will meet in future. Dubai Islamic Bank is a bank that has been in existence for 40 years and will continue to be in existence for years to come. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. Chilwan.